And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fleming Film Talk with me, Robbie Fleming. And joining us, as always, is the lovely Justin Doyle. Hello, Justin.
What up, Rob? How's it going?
It's going really well. It's going really well. Would you like to introduce what we're talking about today?
Today is a very special episode. Now that the nominations have been out for the BAFTAs, we are going to talk about the BAFTA nominations.
Yes.
This is, of course, coming out in the eve before we find out the Oscar nominations, so I'm really excited about that.
Yes. And as you know, Justin, this is my favourite award ceremony.
Yeah, understandably. Why?
Because I get to watch it at home.
Uh-huh.
And I get to vote on one of the awards being a member of the British public.
You do?
Yes.
Which
and that's
one?
The first category we're going to talk about, EE Rising Star Award.
Yeah, I'm looking up, so I don't know all of the names, so I'm looking up who they are and what they've been in.
And I'll read them out to you now. Amy Lee Wood, Daryl McCormack, Emma Mackey, Naomi Ackie, and Sheila Ateem.
All right, so Amy Lou Wood, she was in Living. Daryl McCormack was in Good Luck Rio Grande.
Yes.
Emma Mackey was in what?
Death on an Island, Emily.
Okay, what's Emily?
Emily's the film about Emily Bronte. I don't think it comes out till February for you.
Got it. Okay, Naomi Ackie, she is Whitney Houston, and I Want to Dance with Somebody. And Sheila Adam is in The Woman King.
And Doctor Strange.
All right, so who are you going for since you get to vote on this one?
Right, so what I think will win is Naomi because she's played Whitney and Whitney's a big part. But I want Amy Lee Wood to win.
Got it.
Because Amy Lee Wood doesn't feel that's the one I voted for as well. Because Amy Lee Wood doesn't feel pretentious. She just feels like a natural actress that just comes out. I really like how she just uses her natural voice to really elevate her performances and make her stand out really unique. And that's why I really enjoyed her in Living. And from what I've seen of Sex Education, she is really good in that as well, along with her co-star Emma Mackey.
Yeah. These are all good picks. 4 out of 5 are women. That's interesting. I think Naomi Ackie does have a great career coming her way. I have found out recently that she did lip sync in the movie, and it wasn't all her, which is a little frustrating. And because of that, I think Sheila Adam is going to have a great career. She was fantastic in The Woman King, which is an ensemble, beautiful cast. So
it's a shame they didn't utilize her in Doctor Strange because of all the other heavy hitters in the film.
Well, it just means that she'll have a good arc, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Good picks for the first one. What's coming up next?
I'm going to skip the 2 short film categories. I've not seen them. So let's do best special visual effects.
Okay, yeah, the British short film category, I haven't seen any of them. I have seen The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse from the short animation, which is on the short list for the Oscars, which is why I watched it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful film, and the longest, actually. It's like 30 minutes. So. All right, hitting with special visual effects, what do we got? Oh, by the way, the first one that we're about to say is you're going to hear it a lot because it has the most nominations for any movie this year for the BAFTAs. Yeah. Go ahead.
I do apologize to the special effects artists. I know they work hard, but I'm not going to read out their names. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Top Gun: Maverick. Well, four of my nominees from the Fleming Awards are in this category. So they are listening to me. At least the BAFTAs are listening to me.
Or you and the BAFTAs are one and the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, All Quiet on the Western Front, definitely great visual effects, but it's not the thing that you remember most about that movie.
No, it's the sound and the cinematography and how they created it to look like World War I.
Exactly. I think the should win is Top Gun Maverick, but the will win is Avatar: The Way of Water because it's literally all special effects. And if you can't get a 100% special effects movie perfect, then you are doing something wrong. And I think that they did something right there.
With my will win and want to win.
Yeah, very very beautiful and no surprise there.
Like it's not like one of my favorite films of the year, but I do like the visual effects.
Absolutely. No, yeah, it's not going to be in my top 10 or anything, but very well done. But Top Gun Maverick, on the other hand, definitely is, something that is legendary.
That is a must have in the top 10 movie of 2022. Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, it came in like a wrecking ball and just kept going.
Yes. Would you like to announce the nominees for Best Sound Design?
All right, we've heard this name before. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, making its first on the list here at the BAFTAs is Elvis. Then we have Tar also making their first run here, and then again Top Gun Maverick.
Will win, want to win, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, I mean, with Elvis and Tar both, it's mostly musical, so that's the reason why it's nominated here.
Yeah.
Avatar has explosions and guns and stuff, so we see that, and then of course Top Gun Maverick has, the pilots and the flying and stuff. But yeah, I'd have to agree. All Quiet on the Western Front overall had the best sound. I mean, it's very immersive, and you feel like you're there, and that's a scary thought because nobody wants to be in war. So I agree with All Quiet on the Western Front.
Nice. It's a good pick. It's a very good pick. It's a very good pick. You ready for Best Makeup and Hair?
Let's hear it.
We have All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Elvis, Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical, and The Whale. I think The Whale will win, but I want The Batman to win because I've not seen The Whale yet.
Why is All Quiet on the Western Front nominated for this?
It's probably because when he's like at the end when he's like covered in like makeup, it is a really weird. I would have probably changed that for Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah, or I mean, just anything else really, because war movies aren't really ones that you think makeup and hair because everyone's dirty, everything's messy,
No, you think of like period dramas or Disney films.
Yeah, or like the Hunger Games, like with what they did with Stanley Tucci and Elizabeth Banks. But the will win and want to win is The Whale because it's just unbelievable what they did. I do agree that the Batman's a great pick because of how much Colin Farrell and the Penguin were, couldn't even tell. But The Whale's it was like 3D printing of a fat suit, and he had to wear it, and it's just so well done. And I guess you can say he was a little beefy at that point, but he was nowhere near like the 600 pounds that he's supposed to weigh, and it's just very well done. So I'm saying Will and want The Whale.
See that in February.
Yeah, and I guess Matilda's in there because of what they did to Trunchbull, right?
Yeah, and Stephen Graham's character with the hair dye.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Elvis has a chance?
It'll be up for the Oscars for sure. I don't think it's going to win though. They had Mr. Tom Hanks look a little beefier than Tom Hanks normally looks, but we'll see. I think Batman, Elvis, and The Whale will be up there for sure.
Definitely. Would you like to read out costume?
Yes. Now this makes sense to me. All Quiet on the Western Front, of course. Amsterdam, Babylon, Elvis, and Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
Okay. Where's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean,
I would definitely put that in over Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, definitely, and maybe even over Babylon. Really. I can see Amsterdam a little bit. Babylon, there's just a lot of clothing in Babylon.
I want Elvis to win, but I think Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris sounds like it would. A film like this would be the winner because it's about costume design.
Yeah. I think Elvis. I would want Elvis to win, but I agree. I think Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is going to win because that movie is all about high end fashion and Phantom Thread like.
Yeah, that's why I want to check it out.
It's beautiful film, and she's fantastic in that movie.
I can imagine.
Could be in my top 10. All right. Coming up next, we have production design. What do we got, Rob?
All caught on the Western Front, Babylon, The Batman, Elvis, and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I'm seeing Babylon on Wednesday, so that's what I think will win. But what I want to win so far is Elvis.
Well, I think out of all this, All Quiet on the Western Front definitely has a good chance because recreating a whole war zone is just insane, and it's like a 1917 sort of thing. But I have to say the most beautiful production design is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. These are handmade, hand drawn, hand painted. Everything is scaled up and down to fit whatever sort of look that they were going for. And if you guys look at any of the behind the scenes stuff of the production, it is insane. So I think because of how hard they worked, I know they all worked really hard, but I think the hardest to really land was an animated stop motion picture. So I'm going with Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, but I do think that All Quiet on the Western Front's going to win.
Yeah. I'd say one honorable mention would have been 3,000 Years of Longing for me.
Nice. Yeah. Let me just quickly go look over what I had this year because I had some fun.
Yeah, obviously the nominees for my Fleming Awards were Elvis, which won, The Batman, Decision to Leave, Don't Worry Darling, and 3,000 Years of Longing.
The only other ones that I think could have been on there were Matilda, Emancipation was really well done, and then Bardo was really great production design. And then everything everywhere all at once was also
that was a contender. Yeah. I think looking at these, I probably would have ended up swapping 3,000 Years of Longing with Pinocchio if I knew it was going to be my favorite film of the year.
Yeah, well, that's why I think you should wait. You should
wait. I am. I'm going to do it in January this time round.
Yeah, well, I know it's even hard. It's even tough because now you're just now going to see Babylon on Wednesday, and that'll be after Oscar.
It could be in my awards for this year.
I know, but that's not a 2023 release.
It is in the UK.
Unfortunately, I think you should wait until after Oscars, so then you have enough time to see it all. And your year just starts from March to March or something.
Okay.
Do you? Yeah. Well, just because also, do you have a lot of international, viewers or American? Something to think about.
Yeah.
Because nobody really cares about Babylon in March after the Oscars, or like if you don't get to see like The Sun until nobody really cares about it anymore.
I don't know. When I did it for 2021, Promising Young Woman did really well with awards.
It stuck around. There's a movie or two that will stick around, but it's just unfortunate. People are ready to move on to the next year.
Yeah.
Well, and also like for your votes, usually this past year, did any 2022 movie, 2021 movie win?
No, actually.
Yeah, so that's something to think about too. It's like they're ready to move on.
The only transitional movie I kind of liked from around them, that's why I call them, is Belfast.
Yeah.
Because Licorice Pizza was a bit of a letdown, and I didn't like Nightmare Alley as much as you did.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. One of the hardest categories, I think, for this next segment here is for editing.
Yes. All Quiet on the Western Front, Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Top Gun Maverick. What I will think will win is Top Gun, but what I want to win is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I think same. Well, I would my will and want is Top Gun, but I think Everything Everywhere All at Once has a great chance at taking this because of their great editing. Banshees of Inisherin still seems a little simple, more on the simple side. Nothing really much to cut back and forth.
I'd say the only one that kind of catches up with them two is Elvis because of how like zany it is.
Yeah, well, and All Quiet. I mean, that's it's going from battle to battle and person to person.
And it's not just like putting the films together. You got to like think of all the colors they have to put in as well, and like make for all the and look at all the mistakes. I mean, granted, nobody's like a perfect editor, but there's always mistakes in. But you don't do it like creatively with editing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like the scene in Don't Look Up.
Yeah, well, apparently they wanted that in there. I don't understand how
that's actually true. Hank Colwyn and Adam McKay both confirmed it.
Well, to me, that's just messy filmmaking.
No, it's called a joke.
Good one. All right. What's the next category?
Cinematography. Would you like to?
Sure, but I haven't heard of this movie. All Quiet. Oh, All Quiet on the Western Front. Okay, yeah. The Batman, Elvis, Empire of Light, and Top Gun Maverick.
All right, this is a really hard one because I really want Top Gun Maverick to win this because that's the only one. But I've kind of judged this on statistics because he always wins this award every time he's nominated. I'm gonna my brain instantly thinks that it's gonna be Empire of Light because it's by Roger Deakins, who also shot
Tenet.
No.
I don't know this.
1917.
Well, why isn't he a part of the All Quiet of the Western Front team?
Because he's English.
He needed to move on. He can't keep doing war movies.
Yeah, well, he's done Jarhead as well, and he does a lot, and he's done a lot for the Coen brothers. So yeah.
Well, this is the first category that I have not seen every movie, and actually the last 2022 movie that I need to see before I can make my last minute top 20 is Empire of Light. I have not seen that movie, but I also don't think that any cinematography was better than Top Gun Maverick. We were up in the air. We were flying around with them. We were going places. I mean, even from a distance and from one plane to another. I mean, they really made it a constructive, beautiful film, action, movie, really well done. And I think that Top Gun Maverick is a will and want to
Speaking of Tenet, the cinematographer Hoyt Van Hoytema shot Nope this year. Do you think he had a chance of being nominated?
It's possible. I think the visual effects in that one has a better chance, only because there was a lot of that in there. And when you're filming nothing, like he's just filming the sky, right? And then they put in the visual effect. Like that's not as like impressive as like being up in a plane with them flying around or on the ground with.
I kind of get what you mean. Me and my friend were having this chat about the stunts in movies, and he said like Shang-Chi's all on the green screen, whereas Tom Cruise is risking his life in Mission Impossible.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of more fantastical elements in Shang-Chi than there is in. They try to make it as believable. And
that was it because when I first did the stunt team awards, I wanted Shang-Chi to win, but No Time to Die did it, and he said it's because Daniel Craig does his own stunts, whereas they all do it on visual effects with Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean, there's still stunt people in No Time to Die, but it is. It's just, I mean, those guys are doing stunts. Like Michelle Yeoh did her own stunts in those movies, but I guess they're a little more choreographed and green screen. And
no. It looks like every movie has like a stunt team just in case.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a fun one that should be up in all awards. We have casting.
Yes. After Sun, All Quiet on the Western Front, Elvis, Triangle of Sadness, and My Will Win Want to Win, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, we just talked about After Sun on my show.
Yes.
We both
check
it.
That out. Check that out.
We'll really enjoyed it. Yeah, it'll be plopping tonight, so you'll be able to see it. Very good movie, very well acted. All Quiet on the Western Front, for some first timers and people we haven't seen or known, I think they did a really good job. Obviously, Elvis is doing really well. Boston Butler's getting a lot of response. Triangle of Sadness is a very well casted movie.
Yeah.
But I agree, Everything Everywhere All at Once could have all four members of the main cast could all be up for Oscars. Michelle Yeoh for Best Actress, and then Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Hsu for Supporting Actress, and then of course Ke Huy Quan for Supporting Actor. So,
and I think he'll win. And I think, he's gonna win it all this year. We'll talk more about that in a bit.
But yes, I agree. Everything, Everywhere All at Once will win, want to win.
Yes. You ready for the next category?
Which is what?
Best Original Score.
All right. Listen to this. We have All Quiet on the Western Front, Volker Bertelmann. We have Babylon with Justin Hurwitz, The Banshees of Inisherin, Carter Burwell, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Son Lux, and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio with Alexandre Desplat.
I'm surprised Son Lux got nominated to Sarah Band.
Well, I mean, it's like the Trent Reznor, Atticus Finch thing, right?
Oh, yeah, true. Atticus Ross, he's not a book character.
I do that every time. Yeah. Wait, he's not in, what's that movie? Gosh darn it, with the ham. The girl, she's a ham. Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Actually, this one's really tough because All Quiet on the Western Front has one of the best scores of the year.
It does.
And so does Banshees. It has a lot of the beautiful Irish tone to it. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm picking Babylon because Justin Hurwitz.
I know why, because it's a Justin.
Well, it's not just because he's a Justin, but it's phenomenal. There's maybe two
So
scenes.
I'm in for a treat on Wednesday then.
Oh, yeah, you're in for a freaking wild ride, buddy. Strap in. It's just there's like two scenes maybe where there's zero music. And everything else has music played throughout from top to bottom. It's loud, it's raucous, and it's in your face. It's not as subtle as All Quiet or Banshees. Guillermo del Toro's, that's not the most important part of the movie. You don't really think about it. And same thing with Everything Everywhere All at Once. You don't really think about it at all.
Definitely.
So I think the will win is All Quiet, but the want to win is Babylon.
Yes.
What do you think?
Why will think will win is Babylon, judging by the hype I've heard for it, but why want to win out of the ones I've heard is All Quiet on the Western Front.
And has Justin Hurwitz been up every single time that he makes a movie? Maybe not for
First
maybe
Man.
not. Yeah, for First Man, but
has he worked with any other directors?
So yeah, Academy Award nomination for La La Land. Listen awards, okay. La La Land. Golden Globe for
he's
First
only
Man.
ever composed. Yeah, he's only ever composed Damien Chazelle movies. But the weirdest thing is that he's written episodes for The Simpsons, The League, and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, which is awesome. Curb Your Enthusiasm is one of my favorite all-time shows. But yeah, that is so insane. Hey,
whatever. If it works, it works. Like, keep going.
Yeah.
2 wins and 3 nominations. Good for him.
Definitely. Although I do think some composers should probably branch out and see what they can do under different directors.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Coming up next, we have supporting actor.
Yes. Yes. We have both Brendan Gleeson and Barry Keoghan for The Banshees of Inisherin, Eddie Redmayne for The Good Nurse, Albert Scutch for All Quiet on the Western Front, Michael Ward for Empire Light, and my will want to win, Ki Hee Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Will and want, same thing.
Deserved.
Eddie Red. It's weird that there's 6 people here, but Eddie Redmayne is the only good. Well, you love Jessica Chastain, but it's really the only good thing about The Good Nurse, and he gives a fantastic performance, great scene. And Brendan and Barry are so great in Banshees. And
Barry's
really
a future Oscar winner in my mind.
Yeah, he's really weird in Banshees. All Quiet on the Western Front, I don't remember which guy that was, and I still haven't seen Empire of Light. So, but
yeah,
my will and want.
Unfortunately, I can't see Michael Ward getting an Oscar nomination. I'd say Olivia has the best performance in the movie.
You think so?
Yes, but I can't. And I'd rather she get nominated than Ana de Armas.
Oh yeah, please. Cool.
All right, let's talk about the supporting actress category that's breaking down some barriers.
Yes, check this out. Angela Bassett for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Hong Chau for The Whale. Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin. Dolly De Leon for Triangle of Sadness. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And Carey Mulligan for She Said.
I think if she can do it, I'm happy for Angela Bassett to be my what I think will win, but what I want to win, I just can't say no to Carey Mulligan.
Yeah, the will and want is Black Panther. There's no better performance here in this little bunch.
I'd say Carrie Condon is probably the closest. If it was Stephanie Hsu, then there'd be more competition.
Yeah, and I do think that Hong Chau would be she would be next, because she, to me, out of the others, gave the best performance as well. Yeah. Over Carrie for sure, but Carrie's killing it. She's getting a lot of love, and
because for my Fleming Awards, I had Margot Robbie win for The Suicide Squad. I didn't want another superhero film to win Best Supporting Actress. That's why I kind of left Angela out. If I knew she was going to be big, I would have nominated her anyway.
Yeah, she's killing it, and I don't. She's like a lock. It's like Ki Hee Kwan. I think these two are locks here.
And they deserve it. They're both deserving of it.
Absolutely. But one that we don't have locks on yet, maybe for a few of these actors, but leading actor.
Yes, and we have Mr. Austin Butler for Elvis, Mr. Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Mr. Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Mr. Daryl McCormack for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, Mr. Paul Mescal for Aftersun, and what I think will win, judging by statistics, is Bill Nighy for Living. He won supporting actor for Love Actually, and that's not really an Oscar performance, but he managed to win this, and I think the BAFTAs just love this man. So if he wins this, it wouldn't surprise me. But seriously, I want Austin Butler to win this.
Yeah, I'm in the same sort of feel where I think the will win is Bill Nighy for Living. He's getting a lot of love. He's got the SAG Award nomination as well. We'll see if he can be the 5th slot in tomorrow.
Oh, I think he'll be the 4th.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But Brendan Fraser in The Whale is hands down the best performance out of these.
Yeah, no, because Austin won the Golden Globe and so did Colin. I was thinking if Bill wins the BAFTA and Brendan wins the Oscar, it'll balance out the universe.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can balance it out. But yeah, Brendan Fraser is so freaking good in that movie and deserves to be talked about.
Yes.
All right. What's the next category?
Leading actress. Can you read out these names?
Here we go. Cate Blanchett for Tar, Viola Davis for The Woman King, Danielle Deadwyler for Till, Ana de Armas for Blonde. She also got the SAG. Emma Thompson for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Did she get this one?
Will Win want to win Cate Blanchett for Tar?
Yeah, she is a very, very good.
She can finally win the Best Actress award for working with a director who's not a piece of shit.
You don't think he's a piece of shit?
Todd Fields. I've not heard controversy about him yet.
Well, I guess that's good, but yet is right. Yeah, I mean, I do think that the biggest breakout performance of the year, best acting overall, in my opinion, from a female leading actress, was Danielle Deadwyler in Till.
Yes,
however,
I still need to see.
I think Viola Davis should be up there as well. I know Cate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh are going to be in there. But so my want to win is
Danielle Deadwyler is 40 years old and she's only just breaking out.
Hey, good. I'm on my way there too. So let's keep that theme running, baby.
Yes. But you best invite me to the premieres of your movies.
Great. I got to see Till and this is way before any nominations for anything. And Danielle was there and the cast was there, and I almost yelled out, "See you at the Oscars," because of how great she was. But I do think the will win is Cate Blanchett.
Yes, definitely.
And it's all deserved. Even if Michelle Yeoh wins, I'm not going to be disappointed because they all are powerful, fantastic performances.
I would swap Anna for Olivia Colman.
Well, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know. But I do know that Anna doesn't have any breath in best acting of the year. No way.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm starting to think that she seems like she's just going to go down the action franchise route.
No, I think she could be. She's a great actress, but I just don't she's not Marilyn, and she had a freaking accent the entire time.
Remember, it wasn't even a biopic. It was a fictional story about Marilyn Monroe, and it doesn't make sense why they would do that to begin with.
Well, then just have her speak Spanish, if that's what we're doing.
Or just make up a brand new character who's inspired by Marilyn Monroe and make a story about her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it works in Tar.
Yes, it does. Exactly. But when you're playing a person who's real, like Till, like
Austin
Butler, yeah, these are real people, and you need to mimic them as best as possible. That's why Ray won. That's why Joaquin Phoenix was nominated. People.
That's why Rami Malek won. That's why Daniel Kaluuya won.
Yeah, well, they gave the best performance.
And Denzel should have won for Malcolm X.
There you go. I just don't understand the Ana de Armas thing, but it's fine. Give other people opportunities, right? Let them have the chance to win. But there's just no chance. She's not the best. There's no freaking way.
Just know if and
I love her. She's great.
I'm just gonna crack this joke. The girl from Do Revenge is better than Ana de Armas in Blonde.
That's definitely a joke. All right. The next category is adapted screenplay.
And we have got Edward Berger, Leslie Pattinson, and Ian Stockwell for All Quiet on the Western Front, Zaku Ishiguro for Living, Colin Barrett for The Quiet Girl, Rebecca Lenkiewicz for She Said, and Mr. Samuel D. Hunter for The Whale. What I think will win, what I want to win, is All Quiet.
Let me look up this Quiet Girl real quick.
It's an Irish
Dang, 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Well,
Which one was your favorite out of these 5?
I just haven't seen The Quiet Girl, so I can't really pick that
Yeah,
one. But
I've only seen Living and She Said out of the other 2, out of the others.
yeah, I think All Quiet on the Western Front definitely you nailed it. It was perfect. I think the only one that maybe is The Whale, but it just seems a little more
I
simpler
thought
than.
Living was well written for what it was, and She Said it was really well written.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like these are all worthy, but yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front, not only being a movie, but a book.
And the only one I'd say that's missing is Top Gun.
Yeah, they don't put sequels in there. Huh?
Oh, and it's probably why Glass Onion's not in there either.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's all confusing. It's all politics.
yeah, it's so weird. It's like, well, it's still
Yeah.
adapted from another story.
Original screenplay is next, and we have
The Banshees of Inisherin, Martin McDonagh. Everything Everywhere All at Once, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. The Fablemans, Tony Kushner and Mr. Steven Spielberg. Tar, Todd Field, and Triangle of Sadness, Ruben Östlund.
Will want to win Everything Everywhere.
All of these are they're also the directors. They wrote and directed, so that's great. Normally,
apart from Tony Kushner, who was just his co-writer.
Well, but Steven Spielberg is the name right there. That's
and he
what I'm
rarely
talking about.
and he rarely writes his screenplays.
Exactly. What did you say?
I said Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ooh, okay. I think I don't. It's too easy, but Banshees of Inisherin is getting a lot of love. I think Triangle of Sadness has a definite possibility to get there. But the best, original, something that we haven't seen unless it's in a Marvel movie, is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And the way that they handle it is way better than any Marvel movie. So I agree. But I think the will win is Tar.
That would explain, because it is a really well written character study. It's one of the best ones I've seen since There Will Be Blood. There's a really well written character story with a performance that just drives the movie.
Yeah. And to do what they did with like certain scenes, like have her talk for 10 minutes straight in a one take, the writing in that had to be engaging enough to keep you wanting to listen to the rest of what she was saying.
It wasn't just that, it was just the way the character was constructed, because she was a horrible woman, and it's just in a world that normally like targets toxic masculinity, they've actually taxed it. They actually just focused on a toxic person in general, regardless of her gender or sexuality, for that matter.
And it has a Shyamalan sort of thing, where the ending is something that you didn't really see coming, and you're like, wow.
And Mark Strong is in this too.
Right. Who's great.
Yeah, he's always great. All right, you ready?
Speaking of great, let's hear the people at the helm. Who are up for Best Director?
We have Edward Berger for All Quiet on the Western Front, Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin, Park Chan-wook for Decision to Leave, Everything Everywhere All at Once by the Daniels, Todd Fields for Tar, and Gina Prince Bythewood for The Woman King. Yep, three of my Fleming Award nominations are there. I think the Daniels will win this one because Spielberg's not nominated, but I would just, I just can't say no to Park Chan-wook. Whether you like Decision to Leave or not, you cannot complain about how well the directing was.
Yeah, my one to win is The Woman King, just because it was kind of came out of nowhere and it was this beautiful, well directed, well put together film. And deserves a lot of its praise that it's getting, but because it is the BAFTAs, I think All Quiet on the Western Front's going to win.
No, I can see that.
So Will, All Quiet, Want, The Woman King.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't think Todd, the Daniels, Park, or Martin have a chance?
Well, I think Todd, the Daniels, and Martin are all going to be up for Oscars.
Yeah.
But the Daniels, it took 2 of them to do a great movie, where The Woman King, it only took 1.
Same with Edward Berger.
Well, I'm just saying, out of the ones that you just talked about, like, we know the Daniels are going to be up for an Oscar, but it is 2 of them. So
yeah, well, it's the same with the Coen brothers. There's always 2 of them.
Yeah, jeez, no wonder why they're so good.
Exactly. All right, you ready for animated film?
Yes, here we go. We have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and Turning Red. Only 4.
Yes, and I've only seen two of these because the other 2 come out for me next month, and out of the 2, it has to be Pinocchio.
Yeah, well, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, I've said this before, I'll say it again, is half live action, so I don't understand why it's even up for Best Animated Film. But the best animation done all year is going to a stop motion animated movie. It's the big year for that, and because of that, Guillermo del Toro's
I'm
Pinocchio.
surprised Wonderland Wild didn't get the 5th slot.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Exactly. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Great animation, and great animation in Pinocchio. Puss in Boots is pushing a lot. It's interesting. It's not done in the same sort of DreamWorks way. It's kind of like
no.
It's like art paintings sometimes.
No.
So
and I'm surprised Turning Red's got on him, because that was back in March and that got a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah, but I guess they like the animation, and to me, it's just a simple animated movie where at least Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is sort of stop motion.
Yeah, well, I can probably judge Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is better than Turning Red.
Hell yeah. But the will want Pinocchio.
Nice. That's my will and want to. All right, you ready for documentary?
Yes.
All That Breathes, All the Beauty and All the Bloodshed, Fire of Love, Moon Age Daydream, and The Valley. I've not seen it yet, but I think all the Beauty and All the Bloodshed will win. But what I want to win, because I can't say no to this lovely man, is Moon Age Daydream.
Yeah, I've been really dragging on documentaries. It's a little hard for me to go. I mean, I can see these movies in theaters, but it's just sometimes a little hard to go to a movie for a documentary. Once it gets nominated for an Oscar, I'll definitely go see it. But I have seen Moon Age Daydream, and I've seen Navalny, and now Fire of Love is available to stream, so I'm going to see that soon. But the one that's been getting the most buzz is All That Breathes. But I did enjoy Navalny over Moon Age Daydream, so my want to win is Navalny, and All That Breathes is the will win.
Do you think I should check out Navalny?
Oh yeah, Cody and I talked about it with you once. It's like a spy thriller within a movie, within a documentary. It's like awesome.
It's like watching a real life James Bond
without all the action and sex.
But hey ho.
And drinking, actually. So there's not a lot of fun in there.
Oh dear.
Speaking of fun, this category is film not in the English language. What do we got?
We have All Caught on the Western Front, Argentina 1985, Corsage, Decision to Leave, and The Quiet Girl.
We just talked about how you or I don't know anything about The Quiet Girl. I hear Corsage is amazing. It's like supposed to be like a fun.
I've seen clips of it at work, and it looked weird.
Okay, cool. I'm into weird. I've seen Decision to Leave, Argentina 1985, and All Quiet on the Western Front. Out of the ones that I've seen and the ones nominated here, I think the will and want is going to All Quiet on the Western Front.
That's what I think will win, but I still have my heart on Decision to Leave.
Yeah, I do think maybe 4 out of the 5 of these movies will be up for an Oscar for sure. All Quiet,
I think All
Argentina.
Quiet, Argentina, and Decision to Leave are the guaranteed 3.
Yeah, same.
And I hope Argentina 1985 doesn't win this one.
I know you didn't like it.
No, not really. Not as much as you and other people did.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of other people enjoyed it more than I did because, we've talked about before, it's really hard to, courtroom dramas are really difficult to get through sometimes.
Yeah, they have to be well written.
Right. So speaking of writer, we have the next category: outstanding debut by a British writer, director, or producer.
Nice. Now we can talk about the film I want to talk about in this category. We have After Sun, Blue Jean, Electric Milady, Good Luck Julia Grande, and Rebellion. I've only seen Good Luck Julia Grande and After Sun. I had more fun watching After Sun, and I was more impressed with Charlotte Wells directing. It's a shame about her first name, but she is a good director.
And why would you say that?
Well, it's my ex-partner's name. There's also my grandmother's name as well, so I'll let that slide.
Okay, good. Let's see, Blue Jean. Never heard of it. Electric Milady. What do you think that one is?
I wonder if it's a steampunk kind of movie. Or a futuristic royalty thing. Oh, it's a documentary.
Ah.
An intimate window into William's isolated world. No, an intimate window into isolated world and moving pictures.
What do you think about documentaries being up for international pictures?
Flea was.
Mm-hmm.
It just probably depends on whether it's good or not, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
gotta give other. It's like saying, should international films not be nominated for Best Picture?
Yeah, I know. It's just documentary. It's filmed somewhere else, and it has
If a documentary was nominated for best film, I'd still watch it so I can do my Best Picture ranks.
I don't think that's ever happened. But it could have happened with our favorite a couple years ago. Then I've never heard of this Rebellion either. So I've only seen 2 out of the 5, and I think the best outstanding debut happened with After Sun, for sure.
Definitely.
I mean, and I could be wrong because the other 3 I haven't seen. Better get on it.
Definitely. All right, outstanding British film is next. So because it's a long list, we'll read every other name.
Okay, go ahead.
After Sun.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Brian and Charles.
Empire of Light.
Good Luck to you, Julia Grande.
Living.
Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical.
I don't understand this, but See How They Run.
The Swimmers.
And The Wonder.
I didn't mind See How They Run, to be fair. I thought
it was good. Funny. Yeah, it was good.
I'm just starting to think you have an issue with detective films.
Well, it doesn't need to. The Swimmers is out on Netflix. Matthias Schweigenhorger is in it.
Is he the guy from Army of the Dead? The safecracker guy?
Yes, he is.
Thought he was.
Yes.
I think After Sun's a guaranteed win for this, but at least my favourite still stands at Living.
Have you seen The Wonder, the Florence Pugh movie?
I keep meaning to.
Yeah. I think that I love Brian and Charles. So my one to win is Brian and Charles, but I agree. I think the will win is After Sun because it is.
Yeah, that's definitely a lock for the win.
But you should see Brian and Charles if you haven't.
I will. I've been wanting to. I've just not seen it on streaming or anything.
All right. Well, it's your show. You might as well yell them out. What is up for Best Film?
All Quiet on the Western Front, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and Tar.
I'll
My
go
want
first.
to win. Sorry, you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. The one to win out of these 5 is Everything Everywhere All at Once, and the will win, I believe, if it doesn't win for foreign language, All Quiet, it's got to win for best film. But I think they're going to go Tar on this one.
Yeah, that's my want to win.
And the will?
Everything, Everywhere.
Okay, so you like Tar over Everything Everywhere All at Once overall?
Yes, I do, because I feel like Tar had a bit. They're both really, really like perfect movies. It's hard to judge them when you. I see where Cody's coming from now.
What does he say?
He says he struggles when people ask him like which film's better out of the two, or why did he prefer this one over that one?
Yeah, it's tough stuff. But how about this? Are we going to see these 5 as Oscar-nominated movies?
I was watching a
for Best
YouTube
Picture.
video the other day about it, and it looks like 4 of them are getting in, and I think the 4 are Banshees, Elvis, Everything, Everywhere, and Tar. I was also thinking that Top Gun Maverick will be a nomination for tomorrow, and possibly Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
The Fabelmans.
Yeah, right? I'm surprised that's not nominated.
Well, the honest answer is that it's not Steven Spielberg's best movie, and it doesn't deserve to be. So
these 5 movies are better.
Yeah, actually, I would say that. And you know what's good is to see Baz Luhrmann back on the top. Haven't seen him since like Moulin Rouge, right? So it's good to see he's got some.
Was Great Gatsby more popular with audiences than awards?
Yeah, I don't. It definitely wasn't up for Best Picture.
No. When you have Gravity and 12 Years a Slave that year, you're not going to have your film at number 1.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. But yeah. What do you want to run them down again, or should we?
I said let's just move on. It's been a long day. We know what we want and what we do.
That's right.
But yeah,
cool.
That's it. I might have to do a rank list on the films that won Outstanding British Film. 5 of my top 10 favorites that won the award.
Yeah, the broadcast and the show itself takes place on Sunday, February 19th, 7 p.m. on BBC.
Who are the 2 lovely hosts?
It doesn't say right here.
Oh, they announced today it's Alison Hammond and Richard E. Grant. You probably know Richard more than Alison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look her up though.
Yeah, she's just a normal TV presenter in the UK.
Yeah, that's what it says. TV personality. Oh, she's pretty. Cool. That'll be fun. All right. Well, now we move on to our picks of the week, our movie choices.
Yes, mine's interesting. I've had a bit of a harder week this week with work, but the one film I managed to get to see is Megan.
M. Thregan.
Yes, M. Thregan, which stars Get Out's Alison Williams. I didn't really know anybody else, but it had a really cool premise. But this is about a woman who's taken in her niece because her sister and her husband have died, and she's an inventor working on this doll. So she uses her niece as a prototype, as a coping mechanism for losing. It starts off as like a satirical like sci-fi movie, and then like slowly turns into a horror after the slow burn. But yeah, this movie.
Did you say what it was about?
Yes, it's about basically this doll Megan that Alison Williams invents. It starts like learning like AI. It's a bit like Ultron or iRobot or something we've already seen, but more of a horror comedy aspect to it.
Yeah, I mean it really leans into what it is. Like it's very meta. Like
Yeah.
it's really jokey and fun. And people in the theater loved it. They had a great time laughing a lot, and um, it I liked it more after I got to sit and think about it because watching it at the beginning, I
It's
was like,
weird
this.
because it's something I would actually show a 10-year-old if I'm trying to get them into horror.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
like
it's not even. It's
there's
like
a few jump
Chucky
scares.
meets Barbie.
Yeah, literally.
And yeah, it's fun. You get imprinted with a doll and a robot, and then it imprints on you for the rest of its life, and will take care of you, even if that means that it will kill others to keep you alive. It was fun. Speaking of fun, definitely a comedy, but it is a remake. This is a remake that is out in theaters right now, but it's going to be on HBO Max very soon. It's called House Party. This is a laugh out loud, hilarious, sort of stoner buddy movie, kind of like Friday and Friday After Next, and House Party. Actually, House Party. If you've ever seen a house party with Kid and Play, there it's just drunken
Is
party
it the
having
one
fun.
with Toshin Cole?
Yeah, whatever the 2023 movie.
Yeah, that's his name, Toshin Cole. I recognise him from Doctor Who.
And yeah, Jacob Lattimore. They're both great.
And Kid
Yeah.
Cudi is in this. He was in one of my
Yeah.
favourite films of the decade, Don't Look Up.
Also Maya, who we know and love from the 90s. Bill Bellamy pops in there. Yeah, this is just a real fun movie. You can just sort of put on and forget things and just laugh for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. I laughed out loud watching it alone and had a great time. So
Is Snoop Dogg in this?
Yeah, he's in it for some probably they just do like dumb cameos and things like that. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. If you've seen House Party in the 90s, you're going to enjoy this. It is very much the same. And yeah, what they do is they are two cleaners, house cleaners. They go to clean LeBron James's house, and since he's gone, they decide that they want to throw a party at his place, and let's just say we end up seeing LeBron. But it's a lot of fun. If you like Friday, if you like House Party, you'll love this. House Party, I recommend it. Nice. And I think 2023 so far is not bad because I enjoyed House Party. We liked Megan. Everyone's enjoying Megan, and I watched Plane, the Gerard Butler movie, and it wasn't bad.
Yes, and out of the UK releases, I enjoyed Tar.
Yeah, so 2023 so far off to a solid start.
Yes. So Babylon, so Babylon Wednesday.
You're so lucky you get to see it for the first time.
It looks like a ride.
Oh yeah,
from what I've seen, delivering food to customers while the film's on.
Yeah, I mean, if you drink coffee, I would say get a big cup in there before you go in.
Yes.
3 hours and 9 minutes is a long time.
Yes.
Cool. All right, and what are we doing next week?
Oh, next week. I want to wait until we do the till I've seen the whale to do the Oscars. So, shall we do the Razzies?
Okay, we'll do the Razzies. Yeah, let me see some of these nominations here. Are they already out?
I'm happy with a few. Yes, they came out today or yesterday.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you're happy with a few. Jeez. Okay, this could be fun.
I just don't get how a certain greatest actor of all time is nominated for two of them. And do you think I was bad for dissing America's Uncle?
Oh my God! No way. Some of these aren't true. Some of these aren't true. It looks like I need to check out a few. Like, what's Good Morning? It's written by Machine Gun Kelly. Jeez Louise. But it's morning like Mourning.
He's probably not a good writer compared to his rapping and acting.
Well, it says that it's comedy/stoner. So there you go. But also, what was this other one? Wow. Oh, Marmaduke. Marmaduke.
I don't get how voice acting is allowed in.
Well, I didn't even know this came out. Oh, geez, Louise, 3.2 on IMDb. Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I'm mostly surprised about is Penelope Cruz because she never puts on a bad performance.
Well, it's Penelope Cruz and Bing Bing Fan for the 355. But also Bing Bing was also in The King's Daughter. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it properly in detail.
I'm going to go watch a couple of these movies, though, because those seem like fun.
Yeah, might as well.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll do that next week. And Thank you for joining us this week. What are your favorite BAFTA nominations? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to win? By the way, 14 nominations for All Quiet on the Western Front. That is amazing. Out of 25, that is insane. More than half, obviously.
Yes,
so
my friend Chris loves All Quiet on the Western Front. I think he's really happy about how many nominations it's had. I don't know what planet Cody was on when he watched this movie.
Sometimes movies just hit people differently.
You're right.
All the time they do. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I pretty much have my top 20 locked in. So whenever you want to do a top 10 for 2022, let me know.
Will do. But let's just finish off the worst movies with the Razzies.
Yeah, we'll do that first. Cool. And then we'll have Cody on to talk about his top 10 as well. And you said you have a friend that maybe wants to join too, so we'll see about that.
Yes, we'll see about them.
All right. Thanks for having me, Rob. Thanks for everybody for viewing.
That's right. Check out me on all the links. Check out Justin on all the links.
Worth a View Movies. Today I just posted my favorite rabbits in movies because of the Lunar New Year and the bunny being the new face of the year. So I talked about that. It's over on TikTok and on YouTube exclusively. And then I'm posting our After Sun chat, 10-minute conversation about the movie After Sun. Great A24 film written and directed by Charlotte Wells.
Yes.
And go check out all that stuff.
Yes, check it all out. Check it all out. And check out our other episodes as well if you like mine and Justin's crazy banter.
Oh, yeah. Some days are like last week it was crazy. Just at each other's throats and smacking each other.
Yeah.
But then afterwards we talk about how much fun we have and how great it is. So it's never real fighting or anything. It's just it's just buddies chatting about movies.
Exactly.
And you can see us do it again next week. Until then.
Bye, Justin.
Later, buddy. Bye, guys.
Later. Bye.